I thought I'd show you a nice variety of stuff on my website. So starting off small, we've got these, which are magnetic duck arses, so it'll go there where you can't. There, see, it's not falling off the freezer. The shirts as well, mate. The shirts. This is a safety fox and like a tie-dye shirt. Also on a canvas, mate, as well. So when you're out and about, everyone can see that you like it because you're wearing it. And then when you're not in, your burglars can see that you like it and all. Plus, it gives you something of, you know, stature for them to take from your house, something to fill up the bags to save you, you know, whatever it is that might be otherwise worth taking out your house. Worldaroundyou.com if you're interested. Look at this, I made it out of some of a duckling and a fake tooth. His eyes are on stalks, so obviously he's called a stalker. Now, who's he stalking? Is he stalking this fella with an head made out of a duckling? Is he stalking me dad to get more pictures of his toenails? Is he stalking the ice cream man? You know, or is he hunting these amalgamations as they graze in the wild? You know, it's up to you to decide. I've just got back from meeting some lad in the park, and he did me a right deal. So I'm going to pass the savings on to you guys. Obviously, I've got these, mate. I'll get in the sunshine so you can see them. I've got a fair few of these. Now apparently they could be genuine Yeti pubes. One sec, I'll get them in there. You see them there? Look at that, mate. Possible genuine Yeti pubes, mate. Gonna bang them on my website if you want them. He says he can get me loads more, mate. Like I don't know what he's doing to, like, you know, if he's got Harry locked up in his shed or something, or, you know, Bigfoot fucking hidden away down the woods, or he just knows the guy. But if you want some, give us a shout. Yeti. So I can't really sell these. I got a new freezer delivered, and I've just been laughing to myself because I've just clocked what's happened today. So yeah, there's the freezer in all its glory, right? It's amazing, beautiful. But what I didn't take into account is that people aren't used to what I do. And I've been thinking to myself, why were they looking weird, and why were they seemed very quick to leave, and they were quite talkative on the way to the room, and then they didn't really say a word. I'll show you why. Because it's TikTok, if I've used this on TikTok, I can't show you what that is, but if you go on my website and look up Rogering, you'll see a rat person getting his end away with a Barbie doll. And we've got this on the wall up here. And then there's another rat person there getting his end away with a fella. And then it's just a bit weird. And then there's a dead fox's head on the desk that I've made into a glove puppet. And then as you look around, so from here they would have just seen a duck's head on an ornament. And if they took even a quick glance, they'll take a little bit of this in. But I had this, mate. I'd just been working on this. This was on the table. Fucking look at him. He was just stood there. And then and that was on the desk as well. This. So they had a right fucking something to go home and tell their other half about, I reckon. You book off my website. What a body. Look at that. Look at those legs. Shame about the face though, eh? It's got a face like a duck's arse. It's fully poseable, mate. You can move him around, bobble his head around and all. Look at that, mate. His head's on a spring. I did want it on a swivel, but couldn't figure out how. But I am enjoying the springs at the minute. He's even got a little bit of mouse fur there on his neck to keep that sealed. They're already dead, innit? So they're not animals anymore. I mean, they are in a way, but like when you cut down a tree to make a table or to make a cupboard, you don't be like, oh, you know, say, you know, respect the trees, or that's a tree. That's no longer a tree. That's now timber or lumber or just a cabinet, you know. But you don't really have that vocabulary there for animals. If you make something out of a rat, it's still a rat. It's taxidermy, yeah, but that's the process. It's not the actual item. It's not the thing you're left with. It's not the quote-unquote cupboard. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that I don't respect animals, you know. I have pets and that, and I like them, and, you know, I'm nice to them. But they're dead. Like meat. You have a word for meat. When an animal's dead, it's meat. When a pig's dead, it's pork. Do you know what I mean? There's a different word to disassociate from it, but you don't really have that with taxidermy. It's a taxidermy rat. It's a taxidermy duckling. It's still some form of duckling and that, innit? I made this on a live stream today, so if you see me live, come and join. You don't know what I'm doing or what I'm making. Could be recording a podcast, could be making an amalgamation like this. So I've used a beetle's head, and then I've given him a mane made out of a duckling. Obviously a different duckling to the main body. His neck there, if I can focus it, give me a second. Yeah, just a second, yeah. There you go, look at that. That's rat skin for the neck. Duckling body. And he's set his little plinth, if you like. It's a slice of agate, so I sell the agate as well. Along with, you know, things like this, little geodes and that. Crystals and stuff. But what do you reckon to him? He might be on the website by the time you see this, otherwise he'll be on by the end of the day. I haven't got a name for him yet, but I'll think of a name when I list him. It's good, innit? It's a little amalgamation. What do you reckon to this guy? It's one of my ornaments. I've called him Hunter Birdman. This part here is rat, that part's chicken beak, these are mouse legs, and this is a bit of fox. He's on worldaroundyou.com if you're interested. Check out his ass, mate. This is a ball flicker. There's a new shirt on my website based on an upcoming episode of the podcast about the Loveland Frogman of Ohio. It's very much in the same vein as the Mothman with his cock-out t-shirt, so go and have a look on the website and see if you can be the first to order one. I thought I'd show you some stuff I've made. Look at this. This is a hairy dangler I've made out of a duckling and a baby chicken's beak. It's in the shade. It doesn't look as good, but you see that? And you see the other hairy danglers there behind. I think aliens travelling all across the universe just to make taxidermy out of us and stuff us is possibly even funnier than putting a duckling's foot on a canvas. Like, imagine if I was an alien just holding like a baby's foot on a canvas. Be fucking well good. Yeah, send this one to a mate who's always thinking about that person they fancy. And be like, this is you, that. Yeah, write that in the comments, right? This is you, that, and then tag your mate. This is a xenomorph. Bit of a dreamer xenomorph with duckling feet for feet. What do you reckon? It bobbles about as well. You know, I quite like this. You book off my website. No, I'm not mental, mate. Why would I do that? You can buy dead ones. I can buy bags of dead ones from pet shops. I can buy stuff from other taxidermists and repurpose them. And then, you know, they can live forever, either as taxidermy or on a shirt like this old homey shirt. I mean, if you're not into the taxidermy, though, try my books. 50 Ways to Torture the Sloth, How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide, Uneducated Guesses, and more you know. Also, I've got 2 series of podcasts, mate. World Around You's podcast and Truth Seeking. There's a link to everything I do in my bio on my page, so there's a lot more than just a bad taxidermy, so go and have a look and let me know what you think. I had some nice varied orders today, so I filmed a few of them. This is a bare arm. You can see the mouse's paw there, and its leg with no skin on. They've also ordered one of my books, How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide. It's got some working, and it's got some chat-up lines for tables and places you could take your tables on dates and where to find a table. They've also ordered my new book, 50 Ways to Torture a Sloth, which is exactly as described. 50 different ways to torture a sloth, and because they're one of the first people to order them out of the first batch, until I run out of these, they get a free one of these as well, a little sloth keyring for them to torture or look after or do whatever they want to do with it. It's theirs. The hairy danglers have been in the news again. This is made out of rat skin with a chicken beak. I say again, they've just been spread around more of the story. If you want to see the story, go to my Instagram and give us a follow on Instagram and all. Help me spread on there like I've spread on here. But what do you reckon? He's got a little chicken beak, he's made of rat skin. Gonna make a few more, I reckon. I went and met that bloke down the park again the other day, and I got another bag of genuine, well, he calls them genuine Yeti pubes. I'm going with possibly genuine Yeti pubes, because he won't tell me where he gets them. And as you know, I can only get them off of him every 3 months or so. I also got some of these, mate, these little unicorn dicks as well. I went hunting with him because I didn't trust him. He was like, look, I've met you now a few times over the couple of years, so I'll take you hunting, and he let me cut the dicks off some unicorns as well, which was pretty nice of him, you know. Because he wanted the heads and the horns and that, because I would argue that the heads and the horns are probably the most valuable. Maybe they're using for medicine somewhere or something. But these, mate, look at that, mate. I've started bagging them up here. I'll switch the camera around. Look at that, mate. I'm shaking. I can't contain my excitement. Possibly genuine Yeti pubes, mate. And if you are into your Yetis and your mink, try my podcast, mate. You might enjoy the Diolatov Pass episode. Otherwise, you know, these are on the website. There's a link in my bio. They're listed under oddities. You never really know what's going to be popular, but I mean, I thought Dom would have gone a lot sooner, but the guy that's ordered Dom has also gone for a duckling skin keyring, and these have been pretty popular this week. £6, bit of duckling skin on a keyring, and there's going to be duckling wings in jars later on. Alright, I thought I'd take a little moment just to tell you about my podcast, and I'm gonna tell you with the foxglove puppets, we're gonna have a bit of a back and forth for a bit of a conversation, because we've been practicing, haven't we? Yeah. See, he speaks a bit weird, doesn't he? But you can't help it, because you know he's not really feeling himself. But he's excited to tell you, aren't you? Yeah. See, dead easy this ventriloquism work. So, you know, he's got a squeaker in there as well, so he can speak for himself if he wants. It just don't make any sense to us. No, he'll tell you a little bit. The podcast is available on Spotify, yeah, and Apple, and Deezer. So you can do that one. It's getting better. There's not much more to say really. There's a link in my bio where you can find it. There's a link in my bio to everything I do. Look for this logo, innit? There you are. It's a Cthulhu made out of rats and baby chickens and beaks and that, and it'll say World Around You's podcast underneath it. So go and give it a go. Go and give it a listen. I'll fucking see you in a bit, mate. New book off my website. This one's new. Call him Duckman. You know, like Duffman from the rat pencil cases, mate. So it's got a zipper down its spine, little lining in there, you know, so your dust and stuff gets collected, and it's got a pencil sharpener up its arse, mate. Look at that. You know, and it just falls straight out, mate. Just get your droppings on the desk, man. What do you think to the shirts, mate? Look at this, mate. I just made this. It's a rat pencil case, real rat, so you can give it a stroke, you can twiddle his tail, move his feet if you want, albeit I'm doing it one-handed, but you see, his feet move. It zips back up, again one-handed, so it's a bit tricky, but see, zips up, and it's got a pencil sharpener up its arsehole. That's a free meal, it's an headless duckling. That's a canvas of a fella getting his end away with a rat, man. That's a rat with tits, and these are me insanity mirrors, mate, little mirrors with duckling inside. What do you reckon? worldaroundyou.com